Hello the internet, welcome back to the Armbar Arcade, and after having played some of the very worst Sonic the Hedgehog games of all time, nay, I decided we should revisit one of the much better ones. This, folks, is Sonic Spinball. Now, I know it doesn't really look like a Sonic game, kind of at all.
I mean, Sonic's just there.
I mean, Sonic is there, yes, but other than that, it's not really. I mean, you're in basically a massive pinball table at the moment.
I am, yeah.
But, you remember those bits from Casino Night Zone?
Yeah.
The pinball-y bits. Someone decided it'd be a good idea to make an entire game like that. So this is now a Sonic platformer game, but it's also a pinball game sort of at the same time. Right, you've played a lot of more traditional pinball games. How does this feel so far in that regard?
It feels alright. I think what I will say is, in this you tend to get stuck in areas.
Yes,
like,
it is kind of hard to navigate your way out.
It's a bit like Metroid, where you had to write down the entire map as you went along just to make sense of it.
There is that, definitely. So you've just unlocked both the pipes, so you can go up there, or go down there. And luckily, because we're at the very start of the game, the side, what do they call those? The side...
the bumpers?
Bumpers, the tubes, whatever. The side tubes are fairly forgiving. They don't just send you straight to your doom. Like they do fairly quickly in this game, because this game is not exactly easy. Oh, there we go. We're back in the middle. So, yeah, avoid that. That happens.
Yep.
Just in case. Loop de Force. So not Tour de France, but Loop de Force.
Yeah, see,
or indeed Sonic Forces.
I have trouble being precise with this game. I don't know whether it's input lag or what, but...
It is a little bit laggy, the input. It's not perfect, and it kind of needs to be. So, this game's not perfect in any way, but I kind of...
It's good. It is a good game.
This is definitely one of those games that I appreciate the fact that it exists. I like the fact that someone went, you know what? Let's do an alternative kind of side project Sonic game, but let's make it a sort of pinball platformer. And it has a very sort of different aesthetic for a Sonic game. This is a lot darker and a lot grungier. Like the opening cutscene has some quite sinister music to it and everything. This is not the sort of light, colourful tone that Sonic games had at the time. This is kind of like, you know how terrified you were by the drowning music in Sonic 1? We'll go for that sort of aesthetic.
See, I seem to be the only person immune to the Sonic 1 drowning music.
Oh my god, are you? Yeah. I am jealous of you. That traumatised my entire... It still traumatised me to this day. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, you don't jump out of that, actually. You can... Oh.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, well, you can go get one of the emeralds in that.
Why would I do that? Because
you have to collect the emeralds to unlock the boss.
Well...
You're a radical. You just do things your way, man.
Yeah, you can play the game how you want to.
That's just like your opinion, man.
See, this is one of these games where I've played a bit of it, but you seem to have played a lot more. So go on, show me how it's done.
I have, yeah. I feel like I've talked myself into a good game here. Because a little while ago, there was a friend of mine on Facebook who was actually like, I've never even made it to the second level in Sonic Spinball. I don't even know if it exists. And I was like, I made it to the final level once. Because that's about the only time you'll ever reach the final level in this game. So I may have talked myself into a bit of trouble here, but let's see if those old skills can live up. By the way, this is on the Mega Drive, if you haven't guessed already.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was on the PS4. It probably is, like, re-release. But...
Yeah. I think it's on Steam as well now. Like, most Sonic games have been re-released on Steam as well. Yeah, alright. Go away, Nibbles. That's his actual name, by the way. That's just like Sonic's pet. Not Sonic, Robotnik's pet eel. Oh, this is another reason you can tell it's a good Sonic game. He's not called Eggman.
Yet.
You see? I mean, yet, but for now in this one, he's not called Eggman. So, there's your clue. Good Sonic game. I mean, I have to say, this is still infinitely preferable to any Sonic game we've played recently.
I mean, yeah.
That is really not saying much, though.
Luckily, it's been a while since I played Adventure, then.
Yeah.
That's a genuinely good game.
It is very good, yeah.
I think after Adventure 2 is like...
The downfall.
The downfall, yeah. Heroes is the start of the end.
Yep. Oh, boing, 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 boing. Oh, go on. Oh, you can sometimes glitch and just, like, catch onto that ledge even though you haven't unlocked the gate yet. Because, you know, old game, you can sometimes take advantage of bugs. That happens. And...
It's weird, I feel like there's more bugs in new games these days.
There really are, yeah. There's more sort of game-breaking bugs. What the fuck was I even... Game-breaking bugs.
Tongue twister.
It is, yeah. Try saying that one 5 times. I was drunk. Oh, here we go. Barrel busting! Because you kind of have to deliberately fall through here. There we go. And then if we go, just keep paddling up the stream of green gunk. Emerald Power! There's some very cool bits of music in this game. Like the little jingle you get when you get a Chaos Emerald is very cool. The boss music is awesome, and the fact that it kicks in automatically, like instantly, is really cool as well. Have we already been here? Yeah, we have already been up here, haven't we? So you kind of have to work on certain areas of each level.
Yeah.
Certain tables, if you will. Like a real sort of... It's like going around an actual arcade room full of pinball. What the fuck? Okay, so I've just broken physics a bit there. So if we go down here, in the minecart of plummeting... we get another Chaos Emerald. There you go.
Nice.
Robotnik's really taken some effort in this one, hasn't he? To really hide those Chaos Emeralds. And now we can go over here and go up to this table up here. So there's four sort of tables on this first level. There's the starter room. There's two of these, and then there's the boss table, if you will. So it's not a straight pinball game, because pinball games are just like playing one pinball table. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I say, you've played a fair few of them. Like we were talking earlier before recording about Pokemon pinball.
Yep, there's two Pokemon pinball games. The original and Ruby and Sapphire got an updated sort of version.
Okay.
I've also played a few like actual pinball games, like they do Gottlieb Pinball Classics, I think it's called.
Gottlieb Pinball Classics.
Which is Gottlieb, some sort of pinball maker machine manufacturer.
Okay.
And they've put some of their classic machines on a disc. And it's fine, but it is just pinball.
Yeah.
So any addition to pinball, like if you add Pokemon or you add Sonic, it makes the game better, because otherwise you might as well just play a fucking pinball table.
Yes. You may as well actually go outside and go to an arcade and play fucking pinball for real.
It's not like going outside bit of that.
Yeah, that is annoying, isn't it? Yeah. I actually played, weirdly enough, I played a Worms pinball game on PS1 that was actually quite fun. Like, I liked how much of the actual Worms games they were able to incorporate into a pinball table.
Well, did you know there's a game called Crewball on the Mega Drive based on Motley Crue?
That sounds timely, given that Motley Crue documentary's just been released.
Yeah, well...
Are we going to have to go through like a sub-period of just like playing Mega Drive pinball games now?
Yeah, well there are some. Dragon's Lair is another one. It's very good.
I thought that was something else.
Is it? It's Dragon's something. Dragon's Fury, maybe.
Okay.
It's Dragon... I forget.
Dragon's Tyson Fury.
Yeah, well, I'll flash up whatever the right one is. Whoever's editing this.
There we go. Put it on the screen now. Now, I keep going up here, but I haven't pulled the lever to do the thingamy-bob. So if we go down here... and we go straight back in here. You see, you need to pull that little lever to actually get the cart away, but these fucking stupid robot birds get in the way. That's where the frustration starts to develop, where you just get stuck in a room and you keep trying to fire a way through, but like that. These stupid birds keep spawning in the way.
And then you have to do it all over again.
No, luckily the emeralds that you've collected are still unlocked, I think. Yeah. I think we've got one life left, so...
Well, don't give it to me.
No pressure or anything.
12 seconds later.
What was I supposed to do there?
Are you eating barbecue crisps?
Yeah, what I will say is, Walkers have brought back barbecue crisps in the form of barbecue pulled pork. Fucking amazing. Love it. They're like the old black barbecue ones that you used to get in like the 90s.
Okay.
Love it.
This is another hashtag not spawn.
Hashtag not spawn, but
after my hula hoops fiasco.
If they want to send me packets of these, they can happily.
Yeah, seriously. If there's anyone that's going to endorse us, it's going to be a crisp maker, isn't it? Like, you know when bands you really like do an album that's a bit weird, a bit out there, and you're not sure if it's that great. It's a bit sort of patchy. Maybe it's a bit too long. It's got too many tracks on it. There's some really weird stylistic changes, but you kind of appreciate the fact that they did it anyway. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
You defend to the hilt its right to exist. This is that sort of game. You're like, I'm not sure what you were thinking, Sonic Team, but I appreciate that you did it. Nowadays, we're like, no, we need another successful Sonic game, so we need to stick to the successful formula. To which point we say, what fucking successful formula?
Yeah, there wasn't one.
Which one's that? If there was a real pinball arcade set up like this, you had to quickly run from table to table. Or navigate like Crystal Maze style challenges to get from one table to the next. It'd be quite interesting.
Love the Crystal Maze.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That just sounds like the perfect sort of mid-90s game show. Like up there with like Fort Boyard and Crystal Maze and a bit of Gladiators in there.
Why was there never a Crystal Maze PS2 game?
Mate! Asking the real questions around here. Really, why was there not? Also, why was there not a fucking Takeshi's Castle game on PS2?
Well.
Was there?
No, not PS2.
Oh, was there?
No, not PS2. I was thinking there was some sort of Takeshi game on the Famicom, maybe?
Was there? Oh shit, I need this. I need this in my life. Even though I've never owned a Famicom in my life. I don't even know how they work, but...
It's just the NES, but in Japan.
Oh, okay. So this is definitely one of those videos, like, you know those previous videos where you've, like, showed me a quirky game? This is definitely one of those for me to use sort of thing, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, Takeshi's Challenge on the Famicom is basically the closest you'll get to a Takeshi's Castle game.
Oh my god. I need it in my life, I think.
You think? We're not sure,
You
but
think?
maybe.
Well, I mean, I haven't actually played it. It could be absolute wank stains.
Probably is. It's on the Famicom.
Oh! We may like old games, but we're also not above acknowledging that some of them haven't aged well.
I think the percentage of games that are good on any given console has only gone up as time has advanced. So the
Yes.
percentage of NES games that were good,
And are still good to this day, sort of thing.
maybe like 10%.
Yeah.
If not less.
Yep.
But now, like, PS4 games tend to be fairly competent, usually.
Yep.
I'm looking at you, Sonic Forces.
I was gonna
Be
say-
competent.
The week after we've just played Sonic Forces, that's not a statement that's aged well.
So is the goal of this video to make it to level 2?
Yes. That's exactly it. How long have we been playing? 21 minutes already. We've not even made it to...
down.
This is what old gaming used to be, folks.
Well, that's it. I think with old games, they were like, obviously, making the games was such a technical achievement.
Yeah.
That obviously, packing them with content would have been very difficult. So instead, the difficulty rises and you just have to play them again and again until you're good at them.
Yes.
Which is fine. I don't think it's that
It's
bad of a
brutal
trade-off.
parenting, to be
Yeah.
honest. It hurts us because it loves us. Rather than nowadays, gaming just hurts us because it wants to make us into gambling addicted, parent wallet stealing fucks.
And I think as well, like, with modern games, not everything has to be like a 60-hour content-rich
No.
adventure. Whereas like, if it's hard, that's fine. But if I can complete it in 15 minutes once I'm
Yeah, I
good
mean,
at
like,
it,
look at the
then
Dark
great.
Souls games. They're, you know, people really like them, even though they're super difficult. Right, here we go. You ready for the awesome boss music?
No.
You sure? Oh, he's taking a deep breath.
Right,
Sonic's
now,
waiting for you.
now I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah! What is the boss, you may ask? It's that! It's a Sonic... it's a Robotnik Spider Eggman bot. Egg Spider bot thing.
Oh, there we go. There's the damage.
And it makes a weird sort of noise that should be sampled on every single Prodigy record ever.
Tail destroyed. You destroyed Tails, for fuck's sake.
Oh, good. What the fuck? He's just not got any weapon. He's just... Well, I love the fact that the easiest part of the level was the boss fight.
He's not
Spider's like,
getting away with
I've got a tail that's fallen off. It's like, you remember Robot Wars Arenas of Destruction where you're like, oh, I've got a spinning disc, oh, it's fallen off. So there we go. George Francis obviously wasn't consulted by Robotnik in building that, and we've completed the first level.
Wow.
Well, I have. And what we're about to see is the second level.
Proof.
For there is one in this game. But first, I think we get a little mini game. Yes, we do. We get an actual pinball mini game. Do you want to play this?
Go on, I'll give you
This is an actual, just a regular pinball game. And you've got to ping those purple tubes up.
See, we criticised Sonic Forces for not making us press the buttons. Well, we criticising Sonic Spinball.
Well, fair.
Where's the gameplay, AJ?
Well, there it is. You press some buttons there.
Oh, great.
I mean, in fairness, the controller literally has a D-pad and 3 buttons, so there's not going to be that many button presses anyway, I don't think. Oh, you nearly completed it, though. Go on. Go on. Get it. Also, he's kind of... Robotnik's kind of helping you out there.
He is a bit.
Yeah. He's
Cheers,
doing keepy-ups
Robotnik.
with it. Oh, now we need to...
Tails?
Yeah. Oh, there's Tails. There we go.
Now we've got to kill Robotnik.
Hey, there you go. Well done.
Thank you.
Nice. Minigame king there.
See, I'm good at pinball when it isn't some bullshit maze. I'm kidding.
I know you're just salty from the first level. It's fine. Embrace the rage. This is what gaming was like in the Mega Drive era. Embrace the rage. Here we go.
Lava powerhouse. I
Yes,
like
here's the second level of Sonic Spinball. So my friend on Facebook, this is what it looks like.
it. It truly exists.
Yeah, it does.
Finally, we've found... How many levels are there?
5 or 6, I think.
Ooh.
They're all pretty big, as you saw from the first one. It can take, maybe because of the gameplay style, it can kind of take a while.
Yeah.
So there is a decent amount of content in this game.
Are there any cheats to advance to the next table without...
There might be. Do you want to look them up? I can't remember if there are.
I'll have a little look.
Meanwhile, I'm going to try and do this really annoying physics puzzle
What are these birds? Are they dodos?
I don't know. Rodos? Robodos? Robododos?
Robododos.
Rabudoo-da-da-da-da.
Mojojodos.
Mojo Jojo. Very nice. Is that Powerpuff Girls reference?
Yes, it
Very
was.
good. So, clocks. Clock you. Clock off.
Cluck's sake.
You absolute clock. See, these are really annoying because you're supposed to kill one of the clocks and then bounce off it. But most of the time you just don't. You just sort of kill the clock and fall straight down again. Do you see what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
So, like that. And then, come on. Do you want to? Nope.
I think we're stuck.
Yeah.
I think we might be clucks.
Oh, very good. And
So you bounce down off it, just not up.
yeah. And then, nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Physics
No.
plus.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
There we go.
Hey.
Hey. Then we've got to be careful because if you go up here, you can
Nice.
bounce straight down again. But luckily that time we didn't. Right. I think if we either, well, we've got all the emeralds now, so hopefully we've got to do this again. Quick, find another story.
Clucks are coming. Well, interestingly, there are a few
Clock
Sonic
off.
games that we aren't going to be able to play that are bad, but we just can't prove that they're bad within the given time limit.
True.
One of them is Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, which is a Sonic
What the-
RPG. The only Sonic RPG that I can think of.
And then after that, they were like, yeah, let's never make a Sonic RPG ever again.
That's on the DS.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is, whoever's editing this, I'm going to, either me or I'll send it to you. There's some music from that is the worst Sonic music I've ever heard in my life. It sounds like someone got a MIDI keyboard and just was like, they got a 5-year-old and said, compose whatever the hell you want and we'll use it for Sonic Chronicles. I call it Sonicals because it's just easier.
Sonic testicles.
Yeah, Sonicals. But it's a bad game that we're not going to be able to play on here because it's on the DS for a start. It's an RPG, so it's not immediately obvious that it's bad.
Yeah.
And it's just
This bit here is a nutshell of your experience with Sonic Chronicles.
yeah, it's basically this is how I felt the whole time playing. 'Cause
Just
it's like a normal RPG, but Sonic's in it. The music's terrible. And
put Sonic's in it so it's bad.
Usually you can rely on Sonic music to be good, but that's got bad music as well. And I was like, oh no,
Oh.
the one part of the game I came to rely on.
Oh, bollocks. Right, so now the boss room's open, so we have to do that puzzle again.
Ha! But up here,
Yes. Yay, how fun.
there's got to be some reliable way.
There
to
we
do it. There we
go.
Okay, I think you have to get up above them a little bit more.
Yeah, we do. And then, do you want to see what's up here? It's a vat full of Robotnik Faces.
That's interesting.
It's slightly terrifying as well. There is a slightly sinister bent to this game, but again, I sort of admire
I like
that.
it. I like that it's a little bit. It's not afraid to be terrifying.
Yeah, most of the time when platformers or what are more sort of aimed at a younger audience games go dark, it's just the worst thing ever.
But then the Mega Drive was the sort of edgier console because it had the blood in Mortal Kombat. It had a code
bollocks.
to unlock blood in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
People always say it had the blood, and it's like, no, you still had to unlock it through a code. It wasn't like it was just
Game
on
developers were like, so there's blood in the game. Well, no, but you kind of have to
Yeah,
unlock
where
a
is
cheat.
it?
It was like the whole hot coffee mod in GTA San Andreas. So there's massive amounts of copious uncensored sex in the game. No, you had to mod it to get that. Come on, we didn't just put it in there uncensored to begin with. Give us something here. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Stop
bollocks,
bouncing
bollocks,
from
bollocks,
head to
bollocks.
head.
There we go. Get in there, get in there. There we go. Robo head down.
Nice.
Robo head. I like the fact as well it leaves like a mark on the actual vat
Yes, I
thing.
see,
Which is
yeah.
quite nice.
Is that the sequel to Watership Down, Robohead Down?
Robohead, yeah, it is. It's the Cyberpunk sequel.
Right.
You never heard about that one.
No rabbits were harmed in the making of.
Cyborg rabbits, though.
Oh well,
Plenty of them.
I don't have any feelings.
We're going to get into a massive existential debate about the emotions of androids.
We could do.
This is now Detroit become human. Detroit become rabbit. Bollocks. Oh, there we go. Let's go over here now. And up here. And then the stupid thing. Yeah, got him. And then another one's going to show up.
Stupid clucking bird.
This is like Clocking Bell from San Andreas. Making a lot of San Andreas references all of a sudden.
Number nice.
I have 2 number 9s.
Number 9 large.
Number 6 with extra dip. Number Robohead. A Robohead with extra dip.
He's in dip.
He is?
He's
Yeah,
in
that's the
salsa.
that's the extra dip. Get it? Get it? What are those noises they make as well?
They're a bit terrifying, to be honest. I think as a kid, I would have been a bit scarred if I played this.
Yeah, it probably explains a lot given I first played this when I was about 8 years old. This is the sort of Sonic game that unintentionally fucked up a lot of kids when they were little, because I know Nerdcube told a similar story of when he first found it. It was like, oh, it's a Sonic game I've not heard of. Hey, there we go. We've broken it apart. Break it down. Break it down.
To level 3 soon. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, good.
That's amazing. I didn't even
How
know.
have I retained these old skills? There's so much shit that I don't remember. And yet, this.
This was worth remembering.
Marketable skills, AJ, come on. Can I put this on my CV?
No.
I think I'm going to. How many employers are going to be impressed by that? Like, wow. I remember Sonic Spinball. That was fucking impossible.
Yeah.
He made it to the last level. Gee, we're going to
This
hire
guy
this
can
guy
conquer any challenge.
for this marketing role. Beep.
So we're going to hit
Well,
the
this is now
targets.
Robotnik Dentistry.
Nice.
Yes, we've got to hit the targets and knock his teeth out.
Okay.
And then when you've knocked his teeth out, get the ball in his mouth, and then he's like, ah, like that. It's technical. There's some nice details in the game as well. Like another one I quite like. Look at Sonic's reflection in the glass. Can you see up the top? You can see his eyes moving around.
His gloves on the levers.
Yeah.
And it individually does, if you press left and right, it individually does the levers as well.
Nice. I think if you mash all the buttons together, it does a shake the table. What do you call it?
Yeah, I don't
You know that shake the tape. Tilt, that's it. There you go. Shake it. Shake it.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
There was also a PC pinball game that I used to play way back in the day. I had like a little...
Windows XP pinball game.
No,
not that
even
one.
that.
Okay.
Basically, when I was in school, I had like this thing that taught you like English and maths, like far beyond your levels. So, like,
I think I know the sort of thing.
yeah. So
Like Windows 98 vintage sort of thing.
yeah. So basically, nice headache. But basically, whenever you did the lessons in it, it would reward you with games, and it had this one called Creep Night Pinball.
Creep Night Pinball?
Yeah, and you played against like ghosts and wraiths and like I don't know, like in a graveyard, and I was like, wow. This is
odd.
But it was really good.
Oh, this is a bitch of a level.
The machine.
We must rage against it.
Welcome
This
to
may have
the
been
machine.
This may have been my favourite level in the game though, just in terms of design, because it has this real sort of cyberpunk sort of tech setting. It's like being in the innards of a computer. If you ever set a pinball game inside a computer, this is what it would look like. And sort of lo-fi music. Again, I don't really know where this came from, but I'm glad someone decided to have that idea.
I suppose Sonic
beep,
sort of
beep, beep,
balls
beep,
up,
beep.
doesn't he? So he's in
does,
a
yeah.
prime position for pinball.
Actually, I know, I joked about it earlier. I know exactly where this idea came from. The Casino Night Zone, people were like, oh, I really like that level. Would you like an entire game of it? I don't know.
So
well,
I
have
found
it anyway.
I found that level fairly frustrating, to be honest. I thought it was a bit...
And you find this game pretty frustrating, so there you go.
Wow, that's a coincidence.
Yeah. I think some people were like, yeah, we liked a little bit of Casino, like one level of it in, what Sonic game was it? Was it Sonic 2?
Sonic 2, yeah.
Yeah. We liked one level of it in Sonic 2, but not, well, great, here's a whole game of it. Ow. Why have you all smashed your controllers? Because that's how frustrating it is. Yes, before you ask.
Yeah.
My mum may have had to buy me quite a few new Mega Drive controllers as a kid for this. All from this game. Nothing else. Well, maybe some Micro Machines. That was pretty frustrating at times. And Shinobi. Fuck Shinobi.
Oh, Shinobi's great.
A great game, but again, what the? Don't know what Sonic was doing there. He was just doing some breakdancing. Now we have a sort of cylinder boing. There we go, up here.
Do the flipper catch is what it said.
Aha, like this. There we go. And then you got to fire it into one of these crevices up here.
I do like the hints along the top. Like
That's
does
quite
tell you
nice,
what you
yeah.
need to do. It's not like it's being cryptic.
I think we need to go up. Bollocks, that's not it. That's
We've got to go up bollocks.
yes.
All right.
Have to go up the bollocks. There we go. All right, let's try that again. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Time for a sip of beer.
I'll do that as well, actually.
Very nice.
And then fuck.
And then fuck.
Yes.
All right.
Ba-da-boo. Platform stopped. What's that? Oh, I think this is the way to the boss room, but we literally got naught emerald so far, so
Oh, well, that's no good.
kind of useless.
Those little bird
Fuck off.
things. Yeah, they are.
Fuck
Nice.
off. Yeah, they are.
I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of design elements of this game that are quite quirky and interesting. So here we go. We're going to go up here, and then it's going to be like, no, you can't go in here. You need to
You
go.
need more emeralds. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, the boss music briefly glitched and cut in. I thought the boss music was just going to kick. There we go, that's what I meant to do. I think there's a slight weirdness to the physics being that they're sort of a bit bouncy as well. Like you sort of hit something in slow motion, then ping off it massively, and you're like, I wasn't expecting that to happen at all. Right, I think we need to jump into that little thing down here. Over to the left, and then, there we go, in here. Yeah, there you go.
It's pretty good. They're
How do I
well
remember
hidden,
this?
aren't they?
They are. Like, this is not a beginner-friendly game at all. Oop. And then, oh no, I know where this is. This is a sort of, there's a Chaos Emerald hidden in one of these. It's like boing boing. Poor Sonic must have a hell of a migraine after all this. Just like ultimate concussion syndrome. Maybe that explains the recent Sonic games. Maybe he's just got like
CTE.
repetitive. Yeah, he's just got massive amounts of CTE. Ow.
Oh, the emerald's over there.
I know. I know it is.
And you're going down there.
I know. Ah, there's another emerald. I got that one instead.
Alright, well done.
You happy now?
Fair enough.
Now where's it going? Oh. Don't know what that noise was. Actually, was there even 4 levels? There might have just been 4 levels,
I think
because
there might have been, yeah.
I don't remember any others after this other than the final level.
Are we going to complete Sonic Spinball?
Well, Nerdcube fell into this trap, and then he made it to the final level and died on inside. So, yeah. Oops. I think we have a choice to make.
What is the choice?
We keep soldiering away on this level, or we go back to the start and do the level select thing and go to the final level. Make the decision.
Well, are you likely to get the Chaos Emerald in the next 5 minutes?
No.
To the level select screen.
So let's just ignore the half an hour of attempting cheat codes that we just did.
Yeah, for some reason we just couldn't enter it. I don't know what went wrong.
Yeah, but this is now the final level. Turns out there's only 4 levels in the game, and it's probably a good thing, because any more of this would be blood pressure, what do you call it? Burst a blood vessel level of stressful, and I'm not talking about the Scar Band. So now this is the final level of Doom.
No, this is Sonic Spinball.
This is the final level of Sonic Spinball, also known as Hell.
Not Doom.
No, not Doom. Doom is a very different game than this. It's actually easier. So this is, the setting for this is kind of weird. This is basically the top of Dr. Robotnik's kind of evil Doom volcano, Doom Fortress of Doom. And I've died already.
So he died.
So, yeah, you have a go, smart ass. And basically, the boss fight on this one is you have to get out the top of the island and onto Robotnik's spaceship that's sort of hovering in the air above. It's kind of a weird thing.
That sounds like a pain in the arse to me.
It is a bit. It is a bit. Imagine we've just...
Back to you.
We spent all this time getting the cheat code to unlock this level, and it's going to be gone in about 30 seconds.
Gone in 30 seconds.
Yeah, not even gone in 60 seconds. Showdown!
There's one of those bee drones from The Simpsons Hit and Run.
The controller's not working.
See, that's why I died.
What?
That's why I died.
So this controller, we've swapped controllers. This controller worked to put the cheat in, and then didn't...
Well, that's Sonic Spinball.
A whistle-stop tour through Sonic Spinball. There we go. Doesn't quite hold up as much as I thought it did, but I'm glad to have played it again.
It's decent.
It is good. It hasn't aged in terms of difficulty level, and the physics are a little bit wonky for a game that relies so heavily on its physics.
I think if you want to sit down and play it, it
Yes.
will reward you with a decent game. If you don't have the patience to sit down and play it, then you'll just not get anywhere.
You need the patience. Oh, have the bonus dark opening cutscene.
Robotnik shooting snot out of his fucking nose.
He's just like gobbing at Sonic. And then Sonic's drowning, so that's it.
There we go. That's it.
And then he just sort of swims in. So in this game he can swim. Another weird thing.
I mean, he can go underwater in Sonic games, just not for long.
True. Well, he must have only been underwater for like 10 seconds. At the start of the game, he gets out of the water. It's like... like that. So,
He's not the guy from Vice City.
oh, yeah.
He can't swim.
That took me a moment to get, weirdly. Even though Driver 3 made a whole joke about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was Sonic Spinball. Pretty interesting old game. An interesting... that was not us playing that, by the way.
That wasn't
That was
mine.
the demo. Yeah, an interesting sort of side side project from
Distraction from the Sonic.
and it's somehow still better than most modern Sonic games, mainline Sonic games. So
Funny that.
yeah, leave in the comments below your favourite kind of weird
Spin-off.
spin-off versions, spinball-off versions of popular franchises. We've done weird bad versions of current, like WWE Crush Hour. It was like, why have you done a wrestling game that's actually a Destruction Derby game? What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
But this was a kind of good example of that. So leave those down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Give the video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Follow us over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Armbar Arcade, and we won't see you next time in this Volcano Doom Fortress, but nay, we will see you next time in the Armbar Arcade.
We will.
Yes, we will.